the best performance bonuses are always modified every year because the business is going to change greatly. A mistake that I've made early on, especially when you have a small team, let's say you have a small team of 2 or 3, where you're going to, and you have an amazing year, you're going to bonus them a lot because it's a small team and you want to reward them, right? So let's say you do $5,000 bonus to each of them. So it's $15,000. Like, it's great. But then when you start having more and more people, you can't give a $5,000 bonus to everyone. So then they actually come hunt you down because you gave them a Jelly a Month club and you're Clark Griswold.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That's the best Christmas movie, by the way, and then Elf. But so you don't want that to have happen. So what we started doing after that is going, here's the goal of the agency for the year. Here's the goal for the quarter for the agency. For every, like, and then I would go to the directors of the VPs or however many, like your team members, and going, based on the goals that I set for the company, what are your goals that will affect and contribute to this? So if one was they're head of delivery or accounts, one could be their goals would be on profitability, getting things done on time. So they would list that stuff out. And then you would put a weight to it for like their profitability or them hitting their goals. And it could be a yes or no, that did they hit it? And so the other way that I would put in, like the other layer I would put on here is, if this individual hit their goal, but the business didn't hit the goal for the quarter, they don't get a bonus. Because I want to reward the whole company or the whole team, not one individual. So it makes people work together better and helps other people out in other departments. The other thing that I've seen other agencies do is they can put a weighted system. So like, for example, 90% would be on performance and 10% would be on longevity of how long have they been with the company. If they're here for more than 3 years, they get the full 10% of the longevity. If they're there for a year, they get 2%. They're there for 2 years, they get 5%. So we want to create that tenure at the company for the 10%. The 90% would be on did they hit it or not. The other part that you could do, like on project managers, this is a little bit more tricky because you have to have all the systems in place to do it, but you could pay them on profitability. So if your goal is to make 30% profit on a project and they deliver it at 40%, you could split the profit on top of what the goal was with them for that engagement. But you can also average it out with all of them. So if they blew the pooch, on one of the projects and cost you 20%, it all averages it together. But the trap that a lot of us get into is we were trying to find out a bonus and specific kind of criteria of their goals for each individual. And that's where I would really put it on the team members going, here's the goal for the agency. What are your goals that will help with this? And then you measure it and then you can put a number on it. And then your job as a leader is to coach them going, how can I help you hit your goal, which will ultimately allow them to hit the bonus. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you want more content like this, make sure you click on the link on the screen or check out your most popular podcast platform where the full episode is there. And until next time, have a swank day. What are you doing? Go check it out. Click on the link. I'll see you soon.